Hey guys, I'm Randy.
And I'm Daniel.
We're two lifelong friends and musicians, but when we're not playing gigs, we like to talk games.
And today on the Game and Gig podcast, we're talking about the new Super Mario Bros. Movie. Let's-a go!
Okay, Daniel, I think we have done the impossible. Not to toot our own horn here, but we have done something that is next to impossible, which is we saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie 4 or 5 days ago, and we have not said a word about it
Not a
to
word.
each other,
Nope.
saving it all for the podcast.
We walked out of the theater, and we saw it together.
Yeah, we saw it together, yeah.
Me, you, and Catherine. And we walked out of the theater, we walked all the way to our cars, and Catherine was like, wait a minute, what did you guys think about it? And I was like, we're saving it for the podcast.
We're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So that means we're a little behind on, the movie's been out for, by the time the podcast comes out, the movie's been almost out for a week. But still.
But we saw it opening day.
And I
So
know
we were on the cutting edge.
We were, yeah. I know this is technically a gaming podcast, and this is a movie, but
It's a game movie.
It's a game movie, right? We talked about the Last of Us TV show. We're allowed to talk about the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
And this isn't even the only game movie I watched this week.
What game movie did you watch this week?
I watched Super Street Fighter 2, the animated movie.
Okay. So, we put out a poll, and it was thoughts on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Find out what everyone thought. We had 23% of people say they enjoyed it, 6% of people say it was okay, 2% of people say they didn't like it, and a big 70% of people said they hadn't seen it. Now, if you break those numbers down, because I was like, well, it's hard to say because it seems like only 23% of people enjoyed it. But if you break it down to the people who saw it, 75% enjoyed it, 19% thought it was okay, and 6% didn't like it.
The people who saw it.
Yeah, I went ahead and did the math on that just to
A little relative frequency action.
Right.
Yeah.
So really, 75% of people who went to see it enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It was enjoyable.
So we haven't talked about it. I didn't even know what you think about it, but let's go ahead and talk about what did you think? I mean, what were your thoughts on the movie?
It was good.
It was good. Yeah, I don't know how, but I feel like it's weird now that we've not talked about it for 4 or 5 days. Now we can't just go into it. It's like all the suspense is there.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on pins and needles, man. And no, I liked it. It was enjoyable. It was just a simple little kids movie that had Mario skinned throughout it. It was like a Mario skinned.
It wasn't just
movie.
Mario skinned. It was a Mario movie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't do their homework because they clearly did.
Right.
It's not, if it wasn't Mario, let me say that if it wasn't Mario, I'd have never seen it.
Well, yeah.
But because it was Mario, I enjoyed it. And I loved all the little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I started out the movie trying to spot as many as I could, and then by the end I had kind of forgotten. I kind of got out of the
There was
habit.
a lot.
There's a ton.
And we'll talk more about those in a little bit. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So
What did you think?
My thought was, in terms of a Mario movie, it being a Mario movie, I think they nailed it in a way. I mean, I really don't think that it was bad at all. There were some things I didn't like about it, and we'll get to that in a little bit, definitely. But in terms of I always wondered, going into this, how are they going to make a Mario movie? No Mario games really have any plot besides Bowser, stealing Peach or trying to marry Peach, and that's just what they did. I mean, they just went with the traditional Mario plot.
Can we talk spoilers here?
I don't really think there's a whole way.
Bowser tries to marry Peach and Mario stops him. Is that maybe stop watching?
Yeah, that's what's weird is I
just spoiled the whole thing.
I keep seeing people on YouTube talking about this, and they're like, "Oh, spoiler free." It's how? There's no spoilers to have. It's if you go into it knowing it's going to be a Mario movie.
Yeah.
There's no spoilers. It is the most textbook, predictable plot that you could ever imagine from a Mario movie.
Yeah. I mean, the way they handle certain characters, maybe people didn't want to spoil that because that's all anybody's been thinking about is
right, yeah.
How's Seth Rogen going to be as Donkey Kong? And I thought he was good, by the way. And honestly, while I'm thinking about it, I think, like you said, I think the plot was very simple, very predictable, but true to the source material.
Right.
But I think the way they handled the characters was really good. I feel like we got some background information on all of them. We got a little bit of insight into Donkey Kong's relationship with his dad.
Yeah.
And same thing with Mario and Luigi. We met the whole dang family.
Yeah.
We got some background on Peach.
Not really.
Yeah, we did.
What
We
was?
found out that she like came through a pipe like Mario. And,
Yeah,
like,
but that
dropped
was
it in.
it was a mysterious thing.
Yeah, but I mean,
still,
like, it's
yeah.
more than we've ever gotten.
Yeah, true.
We didn't really get much on Toad, but I think you can just assume he's a Toad. He lived in the Mushroom Kingdom, but he was awesome. I thought he was really funny.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's just go ahead and talk about casting. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's the big one. I mean, like Chris Pratt as Mario. That
Yeah.
was the one that everyone was worried about. My thought is, I think that he was fine as Mario. I mean, like, he was fine. I didn't think that it was the best casting. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if anyone could have done better. It's Mario. It's weird. It's like, but I thought that he was one of the weaker characters, personally.
Yeah, I didn't think he was like amazing. I thought the part when he tried to tame the Velociraptors was really weird.
Yeah. That was kind of out of left field, wasn't it?
And then that part when he was like clowning around with Nick Offerman, I thought that was really weird too. And then there was the whole like flirting with the green alien. And then Batista show. It was weird. Yeah.
I was wondering how long you're going to keep going there.
I kind of ran out
I
of
was
Chris
like,
Pratt.
how much Chris Pratt is he going to have?
No, I agree. He was fine, but he didn't like just completely capture my heart.
You know, I think my least favorite casting choice was.
I want to guess.
Okay, go ahead.
Charlie Day.
No, I didn't have a problem with Charlie Day.
I didn't have a problem with Charlie Day either. I just wish we'd seen more Luigi. That was my only critique.
I think my my least favorite casting was Cranky Kong, which was Fred Armisen.
Oh yeah.
I love Fred Armisen. I'm a big SNL fan. I've been an SNL fan my whole life. Love Fred Armisen. I did not like him as Cranky Kong. I didn't think he was funny. He was doing a weird voice that
Yeah.
oddly sounded like what's his name? Was it Larry David?
Yeah, it did kind of have a Larry David thing, didn't it?
Yeah, I was like, what in the world is going on here? It was just a strange thing. Like, I don't. Catherine didn't know who was voicing Cranky Kong, and she asked me. She said, "Was that Larry David?" And I was like, "No." But I get it because it did kind of sound like a Larry David accent. I was like,
It
"What
did.
in the world? Like, how is this Cranky Kong?" It just didn't make any sense to me. And I didn't think he was funny. Like, Fred Armisen can be hilarious. I just think he was. I don't know if he just like wasn't into it or it was just bad like casting or bad direction on their part in terms of like telling him what to do. I don't know, but I just thought it wasn't good.
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't think a whole lot about Cranky Kong. He wasn't,
He was a
front
minor
and center.
character, right? Yeah.
But you're right. It was kind of flat.
Yeah, I don't know.
But my favorite part of the movie happened in the DK place.
Okay, what's
the
that?
forest place, the jungle land or whatever.
The Jungle Kingdom.
When they made all their carts and they walked up to the carts and they were spinning the wheels,
Yeah.
I was like, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I think that might be one or two times when I just like literally laughed out loud. Like, I loved that so much. When they had the wheels, I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, there was tons of references to like so many, not just Mario franchises or Mario games, but like Nintendo games just in general. Obviously Mario Kart, but there was references to all sorts of things. I mean, we had, speaking of carts, we had like Donkey Kong using the cart from the like, what is it, like Jungle Blast or what is the game?
The one where has the bongos?
The bongos, yeah. I mean, I know the Jungle Beat is one of them,
Jungle
but
Beat,
one of them
yeah.
was a racing game, and you use the bongos to race, and that was the cart he was using, I think.
I don't know. I don't know what
I
game
think
that is.
I don't remember what that one was called. I
I
never
didn't have
played
those
it.
bongos.
I just remember seeing it.
Huh, I didn't pick up on that one.
Yeah, because it had those
Those rocket things.
those rocket things. I'm pretty sure that in the game you would like play the left or right bongo to like control like what direction you were going, and it would like.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that because I never played it, but if I remember seeing it and like hearing about it and stuff. But yeah, it was really interesting. There were tons of references. So, what about anything that we kind of talked about things we didn't like. One thing that I definitely did not like, and it continuously took me out of the experience, was when they would mix in these like 80s songs. I did not like it at all.
Yeah, I
was
saw
like,
that you responded to a comment with that, and you're right. That was kind of weird when they like threw Aha in.
And it's like, why? I mean, there's so much great Mario music, and there was a lot of great Mario music in the movie.
There was. It was really well done.
Yeah, really well orchestrated, just great. I just wish they had done the entire thing with Mario music. No need to have you know, like these popular songs that people know. People know Mario music. You don't have to add in these like weird pop songs. We did not need "I Need a Hero" playing during the like, you know,
I
training
forgot
montage.
about that one. Yeah, no, we didn't need that.
We didn't need that.
No, we didn't. We needed what we needed was peaches, 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 peaches.
Right?
Also, I mean, this is the one thing we did talk about the movie immediately. Like before we even left the theater, I looked at Randy and I was like, "They really let him go full Jack Black, didn't they?"
Yeah, yeah.
Because I was really excited to see Jack Black as Bowser. I thought he would probably do really good, and he did. I thought he did a good job. But there were some times when they just like let him do the Jack Black thing, and I was like, that's not really what I'm looking for in my Bowser. You know, like
Yeah, it kind of takes you out of it a little bit, doesn't
him
it?
looking at his little wizard minion. Sorry, I can't remember the name of the wizard. And come jam with me. Like that's weird. Like that's straight out of School of Rock, you know.
Yeah.
But then they jammed on. Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Bling, bling.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like, I liked him as Bowser, but like you were right, it definitely 100% was at time. You're not thinking this is Bowser, you're thinking this is Jack Black.
Yeah.
Which okay,
And I love Jack Black.
yeah,
I really do. I think he is hilarious. But I didn't need the Jack Black shtick in Bowser, you know.
I mean, I wish they had like they looking back, they released a music video for the Peaches song, like a lot of Jack Black doing it, and you can tell when in the music video that they did sort of like alter his voice a little bit. I think they added like some sort of effect that didn't lower the pitch, but kind of like made it sound a little deeper. And so they did kind of modulate his voice a little bit, but I wish they had gone more, made him lower, growlier, more Bowser sounding. Then maybe it wouldn't have felt as weird. I don't know.
It would have felt pretty weird seeing Bowser like sing a ballad on the piano.
Well, maybe so.
But yeah, maybe the voice would have helped.
Maybe. So we got a comment here from Flavored Money 875. That is a good username. Flavored Money. It was good. Better than I expected. Lots of good Easter eggs.
Happy Easter, by the way.
Easter on, yeah. We're recording this on Easter. Yeah, there were tons of Easter eggs. I was trying to think. One of the things that I was interested in, this isn't necessarily an Easter egg, but Charles Martinet, who is the original voice actor for Mario, was in the film and actually played two characters. Do you know which two?
I know he played the old man there was like an old man in a diner playing Jumpman.
Playing the old Donkey Kong game.
I thought he was playing.
Isn't that what it's from?
Mario is from the Donkey Kong game, but I thought it said Jumpman on the arcade machine. But you're right, it probably was Donkey Kong. Because I don't know if there's a Jumpman game now that I say that. But yeah, he was playing that arcade machine. I was pretty positive that was him because he turned around and did several like stereotypical Mario quips.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's gotta be him.
What is that character's name? Giuseppe, I can't remember what that's like a character that's from a thing. I don't really know, but it's from a Mario thing. And then he also was the voice for Mario's dad.
Yeah, that was going to be my next guess.
Of course, he was Mario's dad, right?
Yeah.
That's like the thing now. We saw that with Ashley Johnson playing as Ellie's mom in The Last of Us, and now we got Charles Martinet being Mario's dad. Of course, it's just the thing to do. I guess it makes sense, but it is a little.
How do you think it would have been if they let him be Mario?
I don't. I think I would have liked it if Charles Martinet had been Mario. If they had just had,
they would have had to redone Luigi too. Like they couldn't have one like
they should have had him be Mario because he is Luigi too. I mean, he's both. So I think he could have done it. I think it would have been great.
He definitely could have done it.
I think it would have been great.
I just wonder, and I think I would have liked that more, but I just wonder how it would, like how would it sound to hear like Mario, the real Mario, talking to like Jack Black's Bowser, or
okay, you're right. But we didn't get, this is the most we've ever heard Mario talk, so maybe it would have been weird.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think he could have pulled it off.
I think he could have pulled it off too. I would kind of wish they'd let him do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously a great voice actor. I mean, he's been doing it forever, so I mean, So, next thing we'll talk about here is, so critics absolutely panned this movie. I mean, it has like a 50.
It's rotten.
It's like a 50-something on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Right? But the audience score is like high 90s. Mm-hmm. So what is up with this separation? Is it that it is a bad movie, or is it just a movie that's made for the audiences? It's not made for critics?
I wonder if that's normal for Illumination movies.
It probably is, yeah.
Like, I wonder what Minions has on Rotten Tomatoes.
Like, you think movie critics, they're talking about, like, they're looking at all the movies, you know? And obviously, this movie had no plot, you know? It was well produced, it looked good, and it was obviously a movie for the fans. It has... See, look.
Okay, Minions is just bad all around.
Yeah.
It's 55% critic score and 49% audience score. Let's check on the best movie that's ever been made, according to Gen Z, The Rise of Gru.
Is that a...
It's Minions, The Rise of Gru. 70% on Rotten Tomato critic score, so it is certified fresh, and it's 89% audience score. So
the Mario movie is going to be like the best movie ever because it has like, I don't know, like a 96 or something audience score.
Yep, 96 and 56 critics.
So
Critics.
I mean, obviously, this was meant for Mario fans. It was meant for people to come in and get all the Easter eggs and just like, you know.
Did you see the R-Wing on Mario's TV?
I saw someone talking about it, but I didn't notice it when I went in the movie.
I liked that one.
Yeah.
That one I caught and I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I mean, people obviously love this. We got comments from Ninblasto, Barbamew, and Scientific Apple, who all said, like, Ninblasto said it became one of my favorite movies of all time. Barbamew said one of the best movies. It was so funny. And Scientific Apple said best movie ever. I mean, people like loved this movie.
Yeah. The guy sitting next to me in the theater loved it.
He did, didn't he?
He cackled at every little cheap laugh. Like that what was that dog's name?
He was the prime audience. He was like our age too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was a little older than us, but maybe I just wanted him to be. But yeah, he, like anything, that little dog would like raise its eyebrow and he'd go, "Ha!" He'd go back. I mean,
he was probably so giddy. He was probably so giddy going to see a Mario movie.
He definitely was. Yeah. And he must have had a bottomless popcorn because he was crushing that crap for how long is the movie?
Hour and a half.
Yeah, for 1 hour and 32 minutes, that gentleman was chowing on some popcorn and breathing hard. I mean, he was just really into it. And I'm glad he had a good time. But I started laughing at the fact that he was laughing so much instead of the movie. And anyway, it was funny.
Yeah, I was, over a seat, so it didn't affect me as much as it did you. But I could tell even from a seat over that dude was really enjoying his time at the Mario movie.
Yeah, and then there was that other guy like diagonally back behind us who was like audibly speaking all the Easter eggs, like it's the hat from Odyssey.
Yeah,
not Cappy. No Cappy.
No,
I wish Cappy had. I was actually really looking for Cappy.
I knew Cappy wasn't going to be there. I just had a suspicion. Because that's like a whole plot thing that they would have to explain.
They wouldn't have had to explain. They didn't explain Luma.
No, they didn't.
And Luma was hilarious. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was not expecting Luma to be like, this character that was like craving the sweet release of death. Like,
yeah, that was so funny. That was bizarre. That was really funny. I think that one... I heard people. I saw comments from someone saying that like they think that the Luma thing was like an illumination. Like they insisted on having some sort of character like that. Apparently so that they could have something to sell that was like a little plushie, like a little funny little plushie that they could have. That they would be like this weird character, this like off the wall character.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
They couldn't sell plushies of literally every character.
You know what I mean though. But like they're saying that like they didn't think that was a Miyamoto. Something that he came up with or Nintendo because that is so off the wall. I don't think that Nintendo would have ever thought to be like, yeah, let's have this one Luma who is like basically craving death and is like super dark.
That doesn't sound like Miyamoto.
No, but I want to talk more about the Nintendo influence here in a second. Mm-hmm. But first, before we do that, I want to let you guys who are watching or listening know about our Discord community because we have a Discord community and we would love for you to be a part of it.
Yep.
basically in every gaming gig video that exists on YouTube and in the description on podcasts and stuff, there is a link to join our Discord. And if you go on there, it's just a great place. We have people who hang out, but it's also a good place to find out what we're doing when we post videos or podcasts or when we go live on Twitch. We just like to see you there and come hang out with us.
Heck yeah, it's a great little growing community. We get a few people, a few more people every week. So
yeah,
let's get that exponential growth going.
Let's do it. So, talking about Nintendo's influence here, I think that one of the reasons that this was successful is that it was very hands-on with Nintendo. You know, you had Miyamoto there the entire time acting as a producer. And I think that because of that, it stayed true to Mario. I think if they had just handed this off to Illumination and said, okay, make a Mario movie, I don't think that it would be as well received as it has been.
You're probably right. If they just said to Illumination, here, you've played the games, make a movie, it would have all felt kind of off the wall. Probably. It just wouldn't have felt as genuine, right. I don't think. I
do too. I think that I'm really glad that Nintendo was there to kind of keep it on the straight and narrow, being like, this is a Mario movie. I think Illumination would have done some crazy plot. And I think Nintendo probably insisted that, nope, the plot needs to be Bowser's trying to marry Peach, and that is the plot.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And that needs to be the only plot. No other plot.
No weird side plots.
Nope. I mean, there were little things. I mean, we had a big emphasis on Mario and Luigi's kind of brothership, which was cool to see.
It was.
And we got to, kind of have this cool parallelisms between Donkey Kong and Mario, both feeling like they aren't living up to their dad's expectations.
That's true.
Little things like that.
Yeah.
We had a lot of things like that was cool, and little side plots, but they were more, I guess, motifs in the movie.
Yeah. Nothing that took us off the rails from Ride Rainbow Road back to the dang Mushroom Kingdom and kick Bowser.
Right. I mean, it was okay, I want you to try to make everyone who's played any Mario game, no matter what Mario game it is, make them feel like they recognize something and feel seen and they are able to catch on to something. And that is the most important thing. Make it a movie for the audience.
Yeah. I'm just kind of thinking about all the things I liked about it now, but I loved how they handled just platforming. I thought it was so funny.
It's so bizarre,
there's just random platforms and crap. Then and there's boxes the power ups. That was so funny. I loved the scene when Peach was teaching Mario how to use the power ups. I really enjoyed that, and I mean, all the way down to the flag they grabbed. I liked that a lot.
It was great. It really was speaking of power ups. Catherine, my wife, her favorite thing about her favorite Mario game is 3D World. She's played that game through by herself multiple times, and she loves the cat power up. And when Mario got the cat suit power up, she loved it. She loved that moment.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either.
No,
they featured a lot of power ups. I mean, we got Mushroom, we got Poison Mushroom, we got the Flower suit, we got the Tanuki suit, we got the Fire Flower, we got the Ice Flower, the Freeze Flower thing.
Yep.
I think that's all of them, but that's pretty good.
We got a lot of them. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty cool.
You know what I was really wanting to see is the cape from Super Mario World. I would have loved to see that. And it was their logo on their plumbing van. But I would have loved to see Mario get, it's a feather, right? I would have loved to see him get this feather and get this cape and then just kick Bowser's butt. That would have made me so happy. Because that's Super Mario World is the game.
Yeah, I know that was one that you played a lot when you were a kid. I enjoyed it a lot too.
Yeah, that's the game.
So we got a comment here from Sonoma saying, better than the crappy Sonic movie. And I included this one in because I wanted to ask you, have you seen the Sonic movie?
Nope.
Me neither.
Isn't there two of them?
There's two of them, yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't seen either one.
I didn't know if you had seen it or not.
Those teeth weirded me out, man. I just didn't go.
They changed that.
I know. But they were real nightmare fuel.
They really were.
But no, I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, and me neither. And I wanted to ask you about it because I wasn't sure if you had any thoughts.
I'm just not a big Sonic man.
I'm not either, but also something that I don't like that they did in the Sonic movies, they tried to mix the animated and real world stuff. I've always thought that was a little weird.
It is.
Some movies pull it off better than others, like the Detective Pikachu, movie. It was that way, and it was okay.
And that movie also had Pikachu voiced by a big name actor.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan
right?
Reynolds played Pikachu, yeah. Did you see that one?
No.
I did. I did go see that one.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't as good as the Mario movie. But, I mean, I'm not as big of a Pokemon fan as I am a Mario fan, so, like...
Have you seen the clip of Ash and Pikachu's final battle in the Pokemon anime?
No, is it great? Is it going to bring a tear to my eye if I watch
it?
Okay.
I think it will.
Oh, no.
It came, just the clip of, like, the moment, came across my Tic Tac today.
Oh, no.
And
I got to watch it.
I watched it, and I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
I got out of the Pokemon anime, when I watched the first couple seasons of it.
Me too.
And loved it. Loved it. But then I kind of grew out of it.
Yeah.
But then a handful of years back, I just got the hankering. I was like, I want to go back and watch the Pokemon anime. And, Catherine has never seen the Pokemon anime. And she's not really ever been a Pokemon fan at all. And I was like, maybe she'll like it because she did love Dragon Ball. We've watched Dragon Ball together so many times. And I was like, maybe we can get back into this. And we went back and watched the first couple episodes, and she was not digging it at all.
Yeah, I don't think those early seasons would still be very good.
I didn't think it was bad.
You didn't think it was bad?
No, but it was, I mean, you talk about nostalgia, man. Those first couple episodes from that first season of Pokemon, I don't know how many times I've watched those.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I remember them very well.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah.
You need to go watch.
I need to go watch that.
Just look up the clip.
I don't, man, okay.
I mean, I don't have any context for it. I don't know why they're leaving the show. Like, I don't know what the reason, the show reason for it is.
I mean, it's been going forever. That show has been an active, running since we were kids.
Well, it's still going to keep going. They're just changing protagonists. But and I don't know what the reason for that is, like in the story.
Maybe it's the voice actor. Maybe she's done doing Ash.
Maybe.
Yeah. I know she's been doing it for a long time.
You need to look that crap up.
Yeah. So we got another comment here from Galaxy Cosmo saying, not a big fan of Mario, so I don't think I'll watch it. Now, I left this one in because how can you not be a fan of Mario?
I mean, maybe he's a Luigi guy.
That's it. A Luigi guy.
I consider myself a Luigi guy. But I don't. My Luigi fandom, which is, I know that's what he meant, or he or she, Galaxy. I know that's what you meant, Gal. My Luigi fandom comes from like Super Mario Bros. 2, the American one.
The one where you could play as Mario, Luigi, Peach, or Toad.
Yes, and I loved playing as Luigi because he jumped the highest. And ever since then, I've just always kind of gravitated towards Luigi. I mained him in Smash 4. But I did play the first Luigi's Mansion back in the day, and I liked it. But I don't always love Luigi just being a constant coward.
That's his character, man.
I know, but I just don't feel like it always was.
Maybe not always, but...
Because I have like a headcanon for Luigi before.
I would say, like, back in the day, Luigi had no character at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Luigi was just a palette flip of Mario. He
was taller.
In that one game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, one thing I noticed about in the movie, they had Luigi not jumping. Mario could jump better than Luigi in the movie, and I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I thought Luigi should be able to jump higher than Mario.
I was also looking for Luigi to jump and do the...
Oh, yeah.
the feet.
We did get to see Peach with the dress thing.
Yes.
That finally happened, and I thought that was cool. But, yeah, we didn't get to see Luigi do his little flutter run or whatever.
Luigi really didn't do a whole lot of platforming at all.
No, not much. Not much.
He just didn't get a lot of shine in this movie, honestly. And I wish he had. I feel like they might have been trying to develop his character, show him, like, finding his courage. But I don't know. I kind of wanted to see it come a little quicker.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been cool. So, before we finish off here, any final thoughts on the Mario movie? Anything we haven't touched on that you would like to touch on?
Do you think there will be another one, or do you think there will be, like, other spinoffs?
Okay, so that's a really great question. So, they kind of did this in a way where it felt like it wrapped up nicely so that maybe it was safe. Maybe they did it so that if they never do another one, they don't need to do another one. But they also left it to where, I mean, I don't see why they couldn't. It wasn't like they finished and like made it so that they can never have a sequel.
Right.
So I think it comes down to how much money does it make, and is Nintendo happy with the way it promotes their image of what they want Mario to be. And they're definitely pushing Mario into different fields. You know, they've opened the theme park. Now they got the movie. And from what I understand, this Mario movie is like setting records, like, or at least close to setting records in terms of animated things, and like definitely like #1 for game adaptation movies. So do I think there'll be another one? Yes, I do. I do think there's going to be another.
Do you think it's going to be another Super Mario Bros. Movie, or do you think they're going to do a spinoff first? Because I could see a Luigi's Mansion movie.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, as long as people like the Charlie Day thing, I think they could definitely do it. Or, you know, Nintendo has recently acquired a movie studio for themselves. So is there a chance that Nintendo will ditch Illumination and try to do a movie on their own?
I think
Like an
that's
in-house
possible.
movie.
Sure.
The way they have 100% total control. They don't need Illumination to do this.
You know what I would like to see more than any of those other ideas? I would like to see a Donkey Kong movie.
We haven't really talked about Seth Rogen much.
No, I liked him a lot. I thought he was really funny.
I mean, Seth Rogen's just funny.
I just like Seth Rogen.
Right.
Yeah.
But he did no voice at all. It was just Seth Rogen. And
I knew it was going to be just Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I was ready for that one. And I liked it. And we even got to see Diddy Kong in the crowd. And I would like to see more Diddy Kong, and I would like to see King K. Rool. That's what I would like to see. I don't know who would voice him. Maybe like James Earl Jones.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know who they would get to do King K. Rool, but I would love to see a stereotypical DK movie. King K. Rool takes over the, steals the banana horde or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I would love to see that.
So yeah, I could totally see a Donkey Kong movie. That would be cool. Another Mario Bros. Movie. I think that would work. I think they're definitely going to do another. I think this one's going to be proved to be too financially successful to not do it. I think this was made on a fairly low budget. I think Illumination is known for that. They're known for like putting together movies at a pretty low cost, despite the fact that this was like,
it looked great.
They put so many stars into this. Obviously they didn't pay them a whole lot to do it because the budget was low.
I guess I didn't really realize it was so low budget. It's got such big name actors. I just assumed they had some money to throw at it.
I mean, if I may be wrong about this, it might get you to look it up, but I want to say they made it for like $100 million, which, I mean, like, I know that's a lot of money. $100 million seems like a ton of money, but
that's the old one.
Yeah. But I think, in terms of like what it's going to generate, it's going to go way above that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it makes $1 billion in the box office. And that is a huge, amount of money to make back.
Yeah, this one article is saying that the budget is likely over $100 million.
Okay. Usually on Wikipedia, it just says like underneath the thing, it says like how much the budget was. If you go to the Wikipedia article, like usually underneath the thing, it'll say somewhere around in there.
100 million.
100 million. Okay.
So far, it's apparently grossed 377 million.
Okay, maybe it won't make $1 billion, but I mean, we're still within the opening week.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, like they're gonna make a lot of money on this, so I don't see any reason why they wouldn't do it.
No, I don't either. I think we're gonna see more Mario stuff. I just don't know if they'll go straight into another Mario or a spinoff. They could do like a Captain Toad.
Yeah, would that be good though?
I mean, I liked the Toad character.
Yeah, but Captain Toad and Toad are not the same people. They're not the same characters.
Were they not going for a Captain Toad kind of thing? Okay.
No.
Well, I guess I've never played that game, so those games, I don't know how many there are.
There's one game. But I mean, Captain Toad shows up in other Mario games. But there's one Captain Toad. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is the one like dedicated game.
Okay. Well, maybe they shouldn't do that then, because I thought that was supposed to be that Toad.
That Toad.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think that was just Toad. I think that was the Toad.
The Toad.
The Toad.
Yeah, that was Toad.
That was Toad, like the one you play as in Mario Kart. That Toad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For
Main
sure.
Toad.
I loved his big monster truck too.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah. The whole Mario Kart scene was great. All right. Well, before we wrap this thing up, man.
Yeah.
We have something important. We want to tell you we have a freaking Twitch. Okay. We stream on.
And that's a Twitch channel. We don't just like Twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/gameandgig, all words. And we stream on there 3 times a week, unless something crazy happens. But it's normally Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And in fact, tonight being a Sunday, at the time of recording, we're going to play some Sea of Thieves.
So come hang out with us on Twitch. We stream at 8 p.m. Eastern, and we usually stream for a couple hours. So
Yep.
I'm usually not there the whole time because I usually have to leave. But
Yep.
Daniel's usually there the whole time.
Randy has to go drink milk.
Yeah, I have a very important schedule that I keep.
Yeah.
So moving on to the end, I like how people are gonna be like, "What? Does he really go and drink milk?" Like,
Yes, he really does. He really leaves me and goes and drinks milk and harasses me in the chat. He's like, I can't play anymore. I gotta go. And then he'll be in the chat for like 30 more minutes drinking milk. That's no lie.
Let me tell you, that definitely happens every single time. So
Maybe not every time, but it has happened.
it has happened once, and now I can't live it down.
It was so funny.
So, you've made it to the end of this podcast. I know you have because you're listening to me. And we want to let you know that we appreciate you listening to the entire podcast or making it to the end. And the way we do that is through our 3 for Dale Club. So if you made it all the way to the end, leave us a comment and just somewhere in the comment put 3 for Dale. And that lets us know that you made it all the way to the end. And on the next podcast, we will shout you out.
So we've got 4 members of the 3 for Dale Club this week. Starting out, we've got longtime mainstay of the podcast viewership, Heather Cook. Thank you so much, Heather.
We got Tom Derry, who recently joined the Discord channel.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Be like Tom. We've got a newcomer here, Mahala. Mahala, welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for being part of the 3 for Dale Club. And then finally, the king of the 3 for Dale Club, we got Landon Stallings.
Mr. 3 for Dale himself.
Yeah, that's right. It's definitely, we need to get Landon a t-shirt that just says 3 for Dale.
Well, what we need to do is just go to all the yard sales around here and find him an old classic Dale Earnhardt NASCAR shirt. White, just printed.
Oh, yeah. We need to do that. That would be hilarious. Landon, be on the lookout, man. All right. Well, until next time, guys, I'm Randy.
And I'm Daniel.
And this has been Gaming Gig.
Peace out.